The ideal, of course, for celibacy, as with marriage or any other way of life, is that you constantly are enriched by it. Certainly that is the case with celibacy. We are enriched by the giving of ourselves, especially if you do it as we claim to do it or want to do it, or the ideal for which we do it is to, again, imitate Christ, to give of ourselves totally, body and soul, to God. And anytime you give God fully of yourself, you are going to be enriched. God cannot be outdone in generosity. For me, entering as I did at the age of 20, I came from a large family where there was a lot of give and take. And I didn't, I worked for my father before I joined the monastery. So, and he gave me some kind of an income, but he would always say, just ask me for what you need and so forth for my little needs at that particular time. So basically when I came to the monastery, there wasn't that much of an adjustment. I went from a smaller nuclear family into a larger monastic family. And again, finances were all taken care of. You in the monastery, when you need something, you ask the abbot or the immediate superior for the money to purchase it or whatever the case may be. So there wasn't that much of an adjustment. Just basically the adjustment was, obviously, the monastic regimen was much different than I had before. We got up very early in the morning as a novice. We got up at 4:20 or 4:40 or 4:30 or whatever, very early in the morning. And went to church and prayed a lot, and had a very strict regimen or horarium that we followed every day. That was quite a bit different. But again, the romantic feelings that I had about it, I just loved it.
And everyone who has given up houses, or brothers, or sisters, or father, or mother, or children, or lands, for the sake of my name, will receive 100 times more, and will inherit eternal life.
The reason you embrace the celibate way of life is for a positive reasoning, not because, well, I'm afraid of intimacy with a woman, or that kind of those kinds of problems that come with close relationships, or that I just don't want to get too close to people or something of that nature. I simply want to give of myself and all that I have and direct all of my energies, sexual and otherwise intellectual, towards the service of God and His people in the church, and especially in the context of a community.